Hey YouTube, so our winner of the spring guitar giveaway contest, Michael, has made his choice, and it is the 2005 Squier Strat, the CBS headstock style, affinity level, candy apple red, beautiful finish, beautiful. It's an older guitar, it's got some nicks and bruises here and there, nothing too major, and it plays excellent, very low action, great tones and stuff. As I was putting it through its paces to make sure that it was going to be good and set up for Michael when he gets it and there'd be no problems with it, I noticed that the jack was noisy. If you wiggled it, clickety clickety click, which in my experience with Squiers, that tends to be the weakest link, at least on older stuff. The newer Squiers, I haven't had as many problems, but it might just be an issue of aging. And you can see what I pulled out of it. This is a totally normal, nothing wrong with it, but it's just not that stable. And what I use are pure tones. And I'm not sponsored or anything by them, but you can see it's got a double contact point on it. And they're very sturdy. I mean, you can feel the weight of them. There's a lot more material in them, and anytime any guitar that I've got, if it starts clicking and making noise, like I might make sure it's not, just an issue of being tightened, but if it's anything beyond just basic tightening and cleaning, I just go right ahead and swap it with one of these, because I get these seasonally, because I get 5 in a pack, and it's usually lasts me a couple months. And I've never had one go bad. I've never had any noise out of them. They're amazing. So just a little side plug on that. And I've gotten so quick with them, I mean, it's just a few minutes now putting one in, like maybe 10 minutes time, and now you have something. Because the problem is, if you play live and that's when you find out that you're going to get a lot of noise, it's going to show up a lot worse. It might not be such a big deal sitting in your studio with a small amp, but you're playing through a big PA system, and then crack, crack, crack. I mean, it can be bad. So that's one of those things that if it's got any issue, just throw another one in there. Something cool I found as I was, again, working on this and so forth, like just a little tiny thing, but I noticed that in the 20 years, nobody had ever actually taken these knobs off and gotten the plastic out from under it. And so at least on this middle tone knob, so I pulled that, and it's interesting. You can see, let me pull it again. There you go. You can see there tan lines. So, the vintage cream on here is actually legit vintaging. That it is actually sun vintaging, which is pretty cool. And you can see also on the back, right, you see totally white plate. So this must have sat in the sun for a long time. It's interesting, it did not vintage these. Maybe it's some sort of a spray or something, but it seems like it's natural vintaging. It's cool anyway. It's got a really cool cream vibe to it. Goes really well. And as I was, just looking this back over, once again, I'm just really impressed with this guitar. I'm particularly impressed how perfectly the nut is cut on there and everything. And it plays great. Let me make sure that everything's in tune, and then I'll give you guys some tone samples from this. You can hear my snoring pug back there. Boogers. You're snoring. Oh. So let's start down at the bridge where you get that wonderful twangy sound. Beautiful twangy sound. In my experience, adding the neck into the mix just gives a little bit of extra bite. And I've got everything at about 8. That's usually what I roll with to start with a demo, is about 8. intuition. Now neck and, or middle and neck. And up on the neck only now. So this thing has, I mean, all the great Strat tones that you'd want out of it. And if I kick on a little effects now, go back down to 2. This is basic, my triple shot of distortion chorus. A little bit of delay. I'll go up to 4. So, as you guys can see, I mean, this is a excellent guitar. But this thing is a fine playing instrument. It makes some great classic Strat tones. It's got a very nice, very playable neck, very nice fretboard. It's very well put together. It's been generally well cared for, and I hope that Michael really loves it. He's talking about he's going to be, you know, working with his siblings and teaching them guitar and so forth. So all the best to him, and congratulations on winning this beautiful 2005 Squier Strat.